How's it going, guys? 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Cool, that went actually quite smooth there. So, benching again today, everything's a lot easier. So I'm just having some Rice Krispies. Yeah, that's fine. That's probably better. So I'll do 55 and then we'll go from there. My right pec's still quite sore. So happening, millennial. I don't think I can lift and eat. Well, it's only Rice Krispies, so it is quite light food. It's not exactly like a steak dinner. There is sometimes where I've eaten food and it feels really heavy in my stomach. But Rice Krispies, it's just milk and Rice Krispies. So it's nice and light. And then I've weighed myself this morning. Still 76 and a half. But I did have a lot of carbs and stuff and I still feel like I need a shit. So I think I am getting lighter. I'm definitely getting leaner. I can see myself getting smaller. I can feel the difference and I can see the difference in myself getting leaner now. Sam Wolf 2 Tex, how's it going, mate? So I'm just nosing at clothes. Well, doing fine. How about you? I'm good, mate. As I say, I'm just dieting for my competition. So I'm getting there. 5 months back, I came here and you hyped me to try squats, and that's I started liking doing squats. Good, man, good. Squats is one of your main things for your legs. So that is it. If you want good quads, just got to squat. Oh, I'm just really tired now, mate. I'm doing a wee deload week, just to let my body rest for a wee bit before I start prepping for the competition. Oh, right. I've still got a wee pain in this pec. It's not awful, but it is sore. Yeah, good luck. Thank you, mate. Thank you. I think I should do well. If all goes well on the day, as long as I weigh in, I go in niggle and injury free, it should be fine. Mainly stay healthy until competition. Yeah, that's it. That is it. Right, this is 85. So we're going to be doing 6. So basically we're just doing a pyramid descending. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Nah, I'm noticing I'm getting leaner now. Just the arms are starting to look a lot more shapely rather than just being big. And the shoulders are starting to get shapely as well. I'll be hitting 4 now. Whew. And for squats, it wasn't a big progress, but at least now, from 60 kilos for 4, I'm now 80 kilos for 4. That's a big, 20 kilos, that's a big difference. I'll wait for the ad to finish. I don't know if you can still hear me or no. But that's really good. Squatting, good. That is a big jump. You've essentially increased your overall squat by 33%. Essentially, well, by aye. Yeah, by aye. That's it. Aye. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's really good for your squat. Just slow progression. That's all it is. And yeah, I don't know how you have it, but I hate when after benching I feel it in my shoulders. So that could be a few things. One, you might be benching too narrow. Me personally, I can't speak for everybody, but personally for myself, when I bench a lot closer in, I feel it a lot more in my delts than I do when I'm much wider out. When I'm much wider out, I feel a greater load on my chest. Well, fairly, sometimes I don't even feel it in my chest, it's more just arms and lats. I sometimes feel the benching, which is weird. I know it's my chest, hitting my chest, but I guess it depends. If your bar line is far too high up, you might be benching more with the shoulders as well. So you want to just have that elbow slightly underneath your shoulder line. I mean, not always. Some people can bench in line with their shoulder and not have no issues. Some people need to be benching the elbow quite low down. Some people it's anywhere in the middle. I tend to vary a wee bit. Oh, goodness. Oh, I just realised I was supposed to do fucking much fewer reps. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh well. I was wondering why this was feeling. I'm supposed to deload. Right, 90. I should only be doing 2 reps. Right, okay. I'm a FUD. I was thinking of 10, 8, 6, but I was supposed to do half the reps because I'm reducing volume because I'm deloading. And I've no even. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's only 2 reps I'm doing, no 4. Yeah, started thinking about having arms wider during bench. Aye. Well, I have for my height, I have my arms reasonably wide, but also I've got long arms for my height. Like, I do have a fucking wingspan. Like, makes me good at deadlifting, but apart from that, it's not the best. And I've got quite large hands for my height, and big feet for my height. So it's, unfortunately, it's just my tiny torso that makes me small. Right, well, I'm going to be benching 1 without a doubt, so I'm just putting it in and I'm marking it green. And then back down to 75. Well, I don't mind that I benched a wee bit more volume. No training tomorrow, then Thursday is just like a long, light day. Right, so 95, 1 rep. Right, so we're benching 75 for free. Oh, 1, 2, 3, but it'll be for free. Only done 2 sets yet. I'll also be doing lateral raise as well. Because now I am on, I would say, fine weights, and now I want to start with different grips. Good. Find something that will really fit me. After a year and a half, I started to feel uncomfortable with the same positions. Sorry for my English, still working. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. English is my first language, and I fucking struggle with it. So you're all good, mate. You're all good. Aye, so you've been training for a year and a half, and if you've been training consistently, you're still in that kind of beginner. You're still a beginner. So this is the time where you should experiment with different grips, different widths. Of course, learn the main technique, but adapt your format or style. Now you've got the bench press, and the basics are point A to point B. Feet planted, butt planted, shoulders planted. Bar touches the chest. Bar goes up to the top position. You control the bottom, and you explode at the top. And as I say, the only way you can adapt your form in that sense is you go closer grip, you go wider grip. You can bench more in line with the nipple, you can bench more to the top of your rib, the ribs, the bit of your clavicle. Sometimes you bench the highest part of your body, which could be your ribs even, high on your chest. You could bench much higher up to your clavicle. You can change the incline and decline. But it's still the exact same form that stays foot in place. Feet planted, butt planted, shoulders planted. And bar goes from A to B in a controlled manner. Well, A to B to A in a controlled manner. And whether the bar comes straight up and down, or it moves from A to B to A. Sometimes the bar can move in a diagonal path slightly, or a curved path. Because if I'm benching the bar on my shoulders, I bring it to my ribs, the bar's coming down, and when I'm benching, I'm bringing it back on top of my shoulders, it's coming back up. Oh, had to put my ears there. That was very easy. It's weird not having my phone in the same room as me, but it's keeping me from being distracted. I would say the problem is probably on how wide grip I have, and started having problems with the exploding part. You know how try to find a fitting Yeah. Also double check, see on your personal preference, if you think you have quite short arms, closer grip's better for you. If you think in your body you have quite long arms, a wider grip is more beneficial. Or if you think you're quite kind of in the middle, go for a middle grip. Right, for example, in powerlifting, the closest I could go in my grip is here. For me, close grip is far too narrow for me because the amount of distance I have to cover. And the widest I can legally go in my competition bench is here, which to me feels very wide. I can bench like this, and I have done, but I don't really bench at this grip, I feel. So what I do is my pinkies that come here. So that's close, that's wide. I'm kind of leaning more to the wide scale of things, but still closer, more medium grip. So I'm more medium wide in my benching capacity. I would say I have longer arms. Well then I would say a wide grip would be more beneficial. You might just be going too wide. Okay, you have long arms. What about your chest, your torso, your chest? Do you have quite a thin torso? Or do you have quite a large barreled chest? Because that all depends as well on how your bench style. Me, I'm more on the skinnier end, so a wider grip benefits me. But see, if I had a much larger barreled chest, a closer grip may benefit me to use my body more for explosion rather than arms. Like you basically, if you've got short arms, you want like a big chest. So that means you can create a very small range of motion for chest bench. And if you have very long arms, you want to have a lot more mobility so that you can create a better arch for the bench. Well, if you have longer arms, you want to have a longer torso, so you can create a better curvature of your back. Me, unfortunately, I've got quite a short torso with long arms, so I've got the worst case of fucking both scenarios. I need to bench wider, but also I can't create a big arch just due to how short my torso is. I can't really give a good curvature. On the chest, highest part due to the bench. On chest. Is the top part of the ribs. Aye, here. So just below your pec, the ribs. Aye. So you basically want to take a grip where when you bench and you bring the elbows down a bit, the bar just reaches your highest point. So see if you do a grip that's too wide, you're more likely to bench in line with your shoulder, which will be more your chest. If you bench far too close, when you bring the elbows down, you may bench more to your stomach. So that's only handy if you have a big belly, big chest and all that. But if you're more like myself, if you bench the highest parts, like just below your chest on your rib cage, you want to just kind of go to that medium kind of grip width and play about to like medium low to medium wide. But it's the same with a lot of things, it's very nuanced. Once you have the basic form down, It is very individual. Right, this is going to be stupidly easy, but we'll warm up regardless. How I said, now the main goal for me is to get better technique. I know that my technique isn't the worst, but I want to find out a fitting one. Only where I feel completely fine on deadlifts. Well, deadlifts can be very pernickety, so if since I've got deadlifts down, that's good. Like, I would say my form is very good on all three lifts, but with me being competitive and in competition, my form isn't at that elite level. As the average person, even above the average person, is excellent. But as that competitive athlete kind of style level, I'm not there. Will I get there? Maybe, but it's always finding room for improvement. Now for me, I would say my weakest point in deadlifting is pulling the slack out. As soon as I can get the bar off the ground, I'm good. I'm doing it because that's good. You should lift weights because you enjoy it. Some people lift weights because they think they need to. to be healthy. You don't, but that is it. I would say that you have a really good total. Well, I do powerlift, so on the average scale of things, I have a very good total. On the powerlifting side of things, I'm kind of in that lower average. So my biggest total is 530. In my weight class, it's 517.5. So we're just going to do this set. I don't need a belt, I don't need anything like that. Easy. I am now, after a year and a half of bodyweight 61, 70 kilo bench, 3 reps, squat 80 for 4, and deadlift 120 for 3. That's very good. That's excellent. As I say, I still say out of your 3 lifts, your squat is your weakest in the area because your bench shouldn't be as close to your squat. But still very good lifts. Anything, if you can bench above your body weight, excellent. You can deadlift double your body weight, excellent. I still think squatting needs to be improved, but still very good. Still above your body weight, which is good. Me personally, I would like to see your squat more closer to the 100 kilo mark with those current kind of bench and deadlift numbers. Because as you say, my bench is, well, we'll say my most recent competition. My bench is 110, my squat is 192.5, and my deadlift is 215. That is in competition. Out of competition, my squat is 200, my bench is 112, and my deadlift is 217. So you'll see by my lifts, it is actually bench is which is weakest. As I said, I got a lot later to squats. Aye. Well, a year and a half benching and only 5. Aye, there you go. Aye, so you've only been squatting for not a long period of time, so you've got your reasons to it. And also, you might be just using squat technique, which is harder. I say you've got high bar, you've got low bar, you've got your foot positioning, you've got a lot of stuff to consider. Right, we're just going to do a warm up. Oh, my sides. Bowser, Big Bean, Burrito. My goodness. So for the next at least half year, for the main goal is progressing squats and working on technique. Good. Good. My main goal isn't really weights focused, it's more diet focused. Once I get my weight below 74 kilos, I want to keep it at 74 kilos. I'm too tired of going up and down. And I don't like dieting, weight cutting, because it's just not fun, and you don't train as well. Whereas see when I missed out my chance to compete, and I was just eating lots of junk food normally in training, it was the strongest I'd ever felt. So I'd like to just not eat too much junk food, but get to enjoy food at a maintenance level and train better. Right, we'll just do this set and then that'll be us. Nice and easy. As I said, this has been less than an hour as well. Done. Salmon and Tomb Raider. So you're cutting now? I've been cutting since November. It's not been fun. I'd rather eat what I want, but also I like to have abs, so it's the curse. See if I could just eat anything I wanted without consequence and remain at 10% body fat. Excellent. But that's me done. As I said, today isn't crazy. This week is just kind of relaxing, doing the prescribed amount of reps and stuff. I accidentally did too much volume for my bench on accident, but it's absolutely fine. So tomorrow I'm off, I'm not training. I'll be back on Thursday and I will be doing essentially a double session. Because the volume is greatly reduced, I'm putting 2 workouts together and I'm just going to batter through all of it, and makes it much easier. And I will be off the Friday, so I'm only doing 3 workouts this week. And then after this week, we will be in the countdown to competition. 1 month to go essentially after this week. Still got 2.5 kilos to go weight wise, but yeah, worst comes to worst, if I don't lose the weight by just a calorie deficit, I will do my gut cut and that should help me just get that extra bit over the hurdle. And then we plan on the refeed for the next day in the morning. But I am going to love yous and leave yous, and I will see yous all on Thursday. So my brain wasn't up now. Good luck with not dying on hunger. Nah, that's it. A wee bit of suffering never killed MD. Take it easy, guys.